Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bloody Knight, and that name goes perfectly well with this great sword. Bleed Bill is so OP. Not only are we going to be knocking on people's doors and dealing a lot of bleed damage at each swing, and on top of this, we are going to be making them weak. So we are going to be able to even deal a lot more damage a lot faster and pretty much just take him down a lot easier. And as you got to see there at the beginning, the full potential of this build, this is just scratching the surface of it. We are going to make this very potent, very OP, the most OP great sword bleed build that you guys can find anywhere. Just want to say thank you so much for everyone that likes the video, and also for who subscribes, and also an extra special thank you for those that join the Bold Nation. So now let's get started, guys. So we are going to be focusing on two weapons, but one in particular, and that is going to be the Sword of Milos. Fully leveled up. This one's going to give a physical damage of 345 with a bonus of 330. It is a strength and dexterity weapon. Attribute scalings are C, and it's going to cost bloodlust buildup of 55. And to go along with it, we are going to be pairing it up none other than the Flamberg, and this one's going to be the Bloody Flamberg, fully leveled up, 268 damage. But on top of this, we are raising the bloodlust buildup because we are going to be adding seppuku to it, just to make sure that we make this the bloodiest, most OP Bloody Knight that you guys can roll in Elden Ring. One of the most coolest things that the Sword of Milo does is that it increases the physical damage on any foe per attack, and we are talking about none other than the Shriek of Milo's skill. This skill allows you to make the game easier. I know a lot of you guys have asked, can we have an Elden Ring easy mode? Trust me, guys, use this skill and guaranteed 100%, or my name is not Tron, is going to make Elden Ring a lot easier, taking down foes, bosses, whoever comes in front of you. Use the skill. Not only does it add a 85 more physical damage to any foe, it only costs 5 FP, but it also, take a look at here at the video, it has a different type of move. So whenever you do, and let me show you guys here. So whenever you do this move, here's the special skill, then you pretty much your R2 comes to a different type of move, and then it delivers at the end a final blow that can just delete anyone. And that is why this sword is amazing. Not only does it add that extra physical damage, but it also has a special move that is going to allow you guys to just take down anyone very easy and a lot faster. And on top of this, it is a great sword. And after 1.06 update, the great swords have improved. They are now faster, which means that you guys are able to spam them with more potency because you are going to be dealing more damage at a faster rate. And with the Sword of Milos, oh, it just gets even better. So now let's continue. Now, where can you get the Sword of Milo? Pull up your map and you guys are going to be able to get this weapon, and it's going to be located in this section right here. Now, have in mind, this one is part of the Dung the Eater questline. If you guys don't know how to complete that, we have the best tutorial guide on how to pretty much just complete this, because there's a lot of things into that guide. And if you do the wrong thing, you will not get the certain things that Dung the Eater gives you. Just take a look at the description and you guys will know how to get this amazing sword. So now that you saw how amazing this sword is, that physical damage, and then you guys on top of it have the skill, and then on top of that it has bleed damage, it just gets better from here. We are going to be using for our armor the fingerprint helm. The only reason why I'm using this one is because this is a 150 level build, which means that we not only need to be light enough because we are going to be having a heavy armor, but also on top of that, wielding two different weapons, especially their great sword. So we are going to be a little bit heavy, but the great thing is that the fingerprint does help us to make this build even more potent. We're going to be using the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. This one's going to increase our defense by an additional 20%, meaning that our 40 poise armor with this talisman is going to be something that you guys are going to be able to enjoy, because you're going to be able to take some hits and deal some at the same time. Where can you get this talisman? Pull up your map, and this one is going to be located all the way up here, and is going to be located right around this section where you see here. The best way to get from here is through the drainage channel. Go out, go through the branch, and it's going to be located up on a open rooftop, and then drop down, and you guys will see a coffin that you guys can open up. And the next talisman is going to be the Claw Talisman. This one especially because we are using two different type of great swords. So we're going to be doing a lot of jump attacks. So we need this Claw Talisman because it adds 15% to any jump attack, which is going to be perfectly going with our build. With the bleed, it's just get, like I said, guys, it just gets even better with this build. Where can you get this talisman? Pull up your map, and it's going to be actually very, very close to the beginning. It's going to be located right here. You guys can go through the rampart tower, go out, and it's going to be on a tower on a dead corpse. Pick it up, and then it's going to be all yours. And we are going to be using the Lords of Blood Exaltation. This one's going to add an additional 20% damage to our build. When blood loss in its vicinity increases the attack power, you guys can pick up this talisman really close by here, and it's going to be in the catacomb around this section. Go through there, and then is going to be carried by a priest, a bloody priest. Kill him. And then the talisman is going to be all yours. And the last one is going to be the Shard of Alexander. Increase our percentage of our power of skills by 15%, dealing an extra amount of damage with 15%. We got another 20%, and then a 15%, and then on top of that we have a 20% defense, which is overall is making this not only very powerful, gives us a nice defense, a beautiful offense that we are going to be dealing with bleed. And how do we use this build? In this build, there's two ways you guys can use the sword itself. One is going to be without using the special skill. So if you guys see that, if I do a strong attack, it just does that. And if I do a light attack, it just does that. But now, the other way, if you guys use the special skill of the Sword of Milos, and then you guys do the strong attack, you guys are able to see what it does. And then at the end, it does a boom, like a hammer down, dealing extra amount of damage. And then of course you guys have your light attack, and then like I said, it's a great sword. So overall you guys are going to be able to spam it against any foe and just pretty much delete him really fast. The other way is going to be by using the two weapons by himself, doing a lot of jump attacks. That's going to be dealing a lot of damage because we are going to be using that Claw Talisman that gives us 15 additional % of damage. In our Flask of Wondrous Physics, we have two crystal tiers. One is going to be the Dexterity Knot, and the other one's going to be the Strength Knot. Both of them are going to give you each additional 10 points to Strength and also Dexterity. At this moment, my Strength and Dexterity are at 50. So once you drink it, you're going to be adding total is going to be 60 for each. Not only is this going to increase the power on the Milo, the Sword of Milo, and also the other weapon itself, but it overall is just going to create more damage on any foe. All right, so let's take care of this guy. He wants some of us. Come on, let's take care of him. You know what? You get this for messing up my build. There you go. See that how potent that build it is, guys? Even when they sneak on us, we are able to take them down. Now that we got interrupted while we were making that video, but we took down that foe, Vigor is going to be at 35, giving us enough HP to be able to take any damage and also deal damage, because that's going to keep us alive for a little bit longer in case we get in trouble. Mine is going to be at 25. This is only going to be used for the incantations and also for the skill of the Sword of Milos. Endurance is going to be at 25, allowing us to be at medium weight. And we're going to be using the fingerprint armor, and then on top of that, both weapons at the same time. So that is going to be just perfect. And then strength and dexterity is going to be at 50 each. With the crystal knot is going to raise us to 60, dealing an extra amount of damage. And intelligence at 9, faith at 26, because we are going to be using a couple incantations. And we need 26 to be able to use all of those. Then arcane is going to be at 9. Different type of incantations we are using in this build. First one is flame, grant me some strength. The next one is going to be golden bow. The next one is going to be the rejection. This one here is going to allow you to get out of any trouble, because anything that gets close by is going to go push back. And then the last one is going to be the lightning spear. This one is just to keep anyone that is just too far away. Let's say like they're shooting arrows at you or something like that. Just take them out from far, far away. And then just come with the Sword of Milos and take them out. Now, final thoughts about this build. Sword of Milos, very, very underrated weapon. But with the update of 1.06, great swords are now amazing. Very OP. I mean, they were very strong before and were an amazing set of weapons, but with this update, they are now OP. You guys are going to be doing jump attacks with the two weapons together. And then on top of this, each one is going to have 55 Sword of Milo, and the other sword is going to have 101 bleed, and is going to prog with our seppuku. Is going to prog the bleed right away. So you guys are going to be able to be dealing tremendous amount of damage to anyone on any single hit. And with the special skill of the Sword of Milo is going to add an extra 85% damage on any foe once you guys hit them, because their damage negation is going to be lower and you guys are going to be rocking it. Overall, guys, this build is just very powerful, very bloody, because not only is with the great swords, you guys are going to be dealing a lot of damage in each single hit, but also with bleed. Once again, thank you guys for watching. And also, if you want to take a look at this build here, this one is very OP, and it's also fire and bleed at the same time.